Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to the Grizzly Digital Network. We're joined now by our Grizzly of the Day and Brooke Parker, presented by Jets Pizza on Sugarloaf Parkway. Brooke, how are you doing right now?
I'm great.
It's been a crazy, wild day as we jump into the highlights here. Can you describe to me your attitude and this team's attitude going from what was last season to this season in 2022?
I think we're definitely ready for something this year, something big, because, we spent all fall working our butts off. We played UGA, we played Kennesaw, we played some really good teams. We've had some really great inter squads recently. I think that we're just ready for the next step.
And so the next step was the 2022 season, and something that you're going to have to help me figure out here, because the Grizzlies get one hit in game number 1 versus Thomas and come away with a 3-1 loss, and then we come out with the bats tearing in game number 2. Can you describe the difference in game number 1 and game number 2, or did maybe somebody say something during the afternoon break?
Well, we all know that we're better than the first game. Everybody knows it. So we just kind of focused in between games, got our hitting done, and we all had better at-bat approaches. So.
And you had our lone hit in game number 1, an RBI double down the right field line. We've talked a little bit and documented. What was your season like last year? Describe it for me, and then what has been that motivation this offseason to turn it around in 2022?
Last year was subpar. I did not hit very well. I did not field very well, but I spent the offseason getting in shape, working my butt off in the fall, and now I'm here, more confident than I was last year.
And it shows. A web gem over at third base, a base hit in the first game, and then going into the 7th, at game number 2, the Grizzlies find themselves down a run. What was your mentality? Where were you at in the dugout, and what were you thinking there against Lindsey Wilson in the 7th?
I knew if we put it in play, it would shake them up. So getting the ball in play was what we needed to do, and we did exactly that.
And so do you do the mental math, like, my at-bats in 5 at-bats or 2 at-bats at 1? Do you count it down? Were you looking forward to that opportunity?
I was counting it down while we were in the field the inning before to see if I would get a chance to get up the next inning.
We were down to our last strike with Claire Gardney. As we look at the highlights, there's your web gem. We were down to our last strike in Claire Gardney. Lindsey Wilson with a boot at second. It ties the ball game up, and then you step up to the plate. What were you looking for there?
I was just looking for a strike to hit into play. I was looking for something to put in play.
And it was hit hard into center field. The glory goes to the Grizzlies in walk-off fashion. They avoid an 0-2 start for the first time in program history. We split on the day, and as you round the base passes, the Grizzlies greet you there. Who was the first person to give you a hug?
Lex.
Alexa Good picked 14 innings today, and performance for her and for you and the rest of the Grizzlies. Brooks, job well done for you, but for this is the hardest part here. They're all staring through the glass there. You got some shout-outs for us?
Yeah, so my infield group, we all work our tail ends off at practice every day in the infield. My parents who are always here. Is that Josie that was jumping around? Yeah, Josie, Logan, Emmy, Claire, obviously Claire. Lainey's out there. I just saw her waving. Lex with the leaf blower. My parents, my best friends at home, everybody that's supporting me, my coaches, you guys, everybody.
Job well done, not only on the day for Georgia Gwinnett, but with the shout-outs. Brooke Parker is our Grizzly of the Day. We'll do it all again tomorrow as GGC will take on Thomas at 10 a.m. bright and early in the morning, and we'll finish today with Lindsey Wilson, too, as well.